We are officially in the month of August. Redraft season is upon us. Training camp is going on. The football season, the NFL season is right around the corner. So I'm going to continue my series here on draft decisions, talking about two players that are very close to each other in ADP. And I'm going to make the debate for both. And at the end, I'm going to decide, if you're on the clock, who you should pick. Last week, I was talking about Breece Hall and Cam Akers. And in the end, I decided that Breece Hall looks like he's the better pick in drafts right now. This week, we're talking about two other running backs going a bit later in drafts. But there's a very interesting debate between the two of them, so I really wanted to talk about it. I'm Hutchinson Brown from Footballguys. I'm at HutchinsonB_FF on Twitter. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you all subscribe to the Footballguys YouTube channel. Click that notifications bell so you'll be notified every single time a new video drops on this awesome YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Today, we're talking about Kareem Hunt going as the RB32 off the board at pick 83 overall. And then we're talking about Devin Singletary going at 82 overall, RB31. So they're not just back-to-back in running back rankings. They are back-to-back in overall rankings in ADP right now, according to Footballguys and their average draft position tool. So this is very, very interesting. You got these two running backs here. Let's start with the Kareem Hunt side. For Kareem Hunt, the arguments for him, he's a great pass catcher. I mean, he's proven it his entire career, his career with Kansas City and his career in Cleveland. When he's on the field, healthy, he is a good pass catcher. That is just straight up facts. He's a great pass catching back. And for fantasy, and especially, with half PPR and PPR being a very standard thing now, that is huge. And Kareem Hunt, even with Nick Chubb on the field, has proven he can be great for fantasy. 2 years ago, he was a top 10 running back. Sure, Nick Chubb did miss some time that year. But last year, with Nick Chubb on the field, in the first 6 weeks, Kareem Hunt was a top 10 running back before he got hurt. And then we just never saw him be the same the rest of the season. But he's been not just like solid, like a RB2 numbers. He's produced top 10 numbers in this Browns offense with Baker Mayfield at quarterback and with Nick Chubb in front of him. He's been able to produce numbers. And obviously, look, if Chubb goes down, Kareem Hunt has the workhorse role. And if Kareem Hunt, there's been a lot of rumors this offseason, maybe he gets traded, maybe he gets moved. If he goes to a new situation where he's potentially the workhorse back, that's huge. Now, the downside for Kareem Hunt, obviously, this is probably if Deshaun Watson gets suspended for a season, which right now I don't have the Deshaun Watson news. I don't know how long he's been suspended. Maybe you at home, by the time this video drops, has the news. This could potentially be the worst offense he's ever played in, with Jacoby Brissett starting a full season. So that's definitely unfortunate, but I'm not too worried about that because Kareem Hunt has played in bad offenses before and still been able to produce. So let's move on to the Devin Singletary side. Devin Singletary has a better quarterback and better offense than the Browns. Even if Deshaun Watson plays, I think Josh Allen's a better quarterback than Deshaun Watson. Even if Deshaun Watson steps in and becomes that Deshaun Watson that we knew, Josh Allen's a better quarterback. And this offense is going to be better than the Browns offense, pretty much no matter what, in my opinion. Devin Singletary had a massive breakout down the stretch. Absolutely had a massive breakout. He won you fantasy leagues. He showed the Bills what he can do. But there are some downsides here as well with Devin Singletary. He showed with the Bills what he can do, right? He showed them what he can do. And the Bills reacted and said, okay, let's pick the third running back off the board in the second round in James Cook, and let's get a pass-catching running back. And additionally, I feel like people forgot this. They tried to sign J.D. McKissic, and they had a deal with him that they agreed on a deal with him, and then watched him match Buffalo's money, and then he just went to play with Washington again. But they tried to sign J.D. McKissic. They got in James Cook. They've been looking for a pass-catching running back specifically because Devin Singletary has not been great at that. So I guess they're trying to limit Singletary's work, especially as a pass catcher, and that's going to kill him for fantasy because he's going to become a bit more touchdown dependent and more explosive run dependent. And for fantasy, that's not really awesome. But this is still a great offense, and great offenses produce good fantasy running backs. So this is going to be a backfield that's very interesting for fantasy, and Devin Singletary should be a relevant piece of it. So after all is said and done, in conclusion, if you're on the clock and you're staring down these two names, Kareem Hunt versus Devin Singletary, I'm going to be taking Kareem Hunt. The pass catching work just gives him a nice edge. And last year, Devin Singletary's breakout was great, but it was a lot of touchdowns and not much pass catching work. He scored a lot of touchdowns, a lot of explosive runs. He can't keep those up for an entire season. So we're not going to see that level of Devin Singletary. I don't think we see that level of Devin Singletary ever again. And if James Cook really gets more involved than we thought, Devin Singletary could not just, be okay and be solid for fantasy. He could, underperform his ADP and absolutely crush you for fantasy. That's what we could see with Devin Singletary. Kareem Hunt, I feel like he's very safe. His role's been safe for the past few years with the Browns. And I feel like the upside, he's proven that he has upside. So I feel like Kareem Hunt is the better pick in drafts right now. All right, everybody. That's all for this video today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Hutchinson Brown from Footballguys. I'm at HutchinsonB_FF on Twitter. And before I go, make sure you're subscribed to the Footballguys YouTube channel. Click that notifications bell so you'll be notified every single time a new video drops on this awesome channel. See you all next week.